Easter Bunny Nutcracker, Part 1, The Head. Welcome back, everybody. A while back I made this Nutcracker. It's compound scrolled, made of multiple compound scrolled parts, then glued together and assembled to make the finished product. I always thought that was kind of a neat approach to making something, because you can do more complex structures, obviously. At the time, it was requested that I make some more nutcrackers, or design a few more nutcrackers. Now granted, I think the people asking for that are asking for more Christmas-themed ones. However, I decided I wanted to kind of go a different direction and kind of do holiday-themed nutcrackers. Obviously, they could never really crack a nut, but that's not really the point anymore for these things. So the next one I'm going to do is going to be an Easter Bunny nutcracker. At this point so far I designed the head portion. If you look at it, the curve of the face here is going to be rounded, but I want it flat for the front teeth of the rabbit to kind of go flush against the bottom part that's going to open and close. So the head's going to be made of two pieces, one that's cut out separately from the top, then it'll be glued in so that we'll have it flat in the front, middle, and then rounded on the sides for the cheeks a little bit. Obviously it's going to be kind of square and blocky just because that's the way compound scrolling works. For this I'm going to use this poplar doll. Since everything's going to be painted, it doesn't need to be a fancy wood or anything. I'll glue the pattern on here. If you notice, I put tape all the way around the dowel, 1-inch dowel. And that's because even though I'm only going to need two sides to attach the pattern, the tape itself helps lubricate the blade when cutting the wood. The compound scrolling, you're going, it's a 1-inch cut you're doing on the scroll saw with a very small blade. So it eases the work and effort a little bit. So I'll attach this pattern, go over to the scroll saw, and I'm going to try cutting it out. If you notice, I did kind of try to put an order of the cuts on the pattern. There will be a few holes I drill for access. You'll see how I do that when I cut it out. So here you can see the access holes I've drilled. Off to the saw. So we're making good progress here. I'm going to change my blade. It's kind of getting dull, hard to push through the wood. But when we're done, I'll cut this through because we got to get that piece out yet. It's freely cut free inside because of the way the cuts were, but there's no point at which we can push it through right now. So when we cut it apart, that's when we'll completely release all the components. Alright, so I'm working on the head here. The piece here goes in here like so. Actually the other way. So I'll line up in the front. The front's not too bad right now. At the back it's a little skinny, just because the way when you do the cuts, you tend to end up with a taper on one end a little bit. So I'm just using my needle file here. I'm filing off the back sides a little bit. Trying not to be careful not to change the front too much, because that already is pretty good. So that'll go like that. And that'll be painted as the two front teeth. Most of the details will just be painted on. Do that in there. I may take a rotary tool and just hollow the ear slightly. I may do something different this time and upload the plans step by step. You'll be able to purchase the plans with the steps as far as I've gotten. So far we got the bunny head. And I'll get that all ready and upload the plans, and then you can do it with me, and I'll try to do one of these a week, maybe a little slower than that unfortunately. But we'll see how it goes. But hey, so far that is the head for my new Easter Bunny Nutcracker. Thanks for watching everyone. Stay tuned for the next videos.